perform while we maintain the safety and comfort of our animals. But you will see the trainers out there with the cats, and they'll be telling you all about this majestic animal. In fact, you may even see some new behaviors being trained. So with that, it's showtime. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain Lee, Chief Explorer for Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. Before the show, we do have a few quick safety reminders. Please refrain from using the front aisleways at all times during the show. We also need everyone to remain seated throughout the whole show. If you need to exit, please use the closest stairway to you and exit up and out of the stadium. Other than that, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show and the rest of your adventure here at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. For centuries, the tiger has roamed the jungles of Asia. With no other predators but its own kind, this lord of the jungle roamed as far west as the Caspian Sea, north into the frozen forests of Russia, and south throughout India. At the height of the tiger's reign, it numbered over 100,000, but that reign was not to last. A new predator arose that challenged the two. The tiger went from predator to prey. Today, they number less than 5,000, reduced to scattered pockets throughout Asia, and in the very near future, they could all be gone. But there are those that are trying to reverse this trend. Here at Odin's Temple of the Tiger, our goal is to show what is possible when highly trained and dedicated individuals work to create a positive environment of mutual trust and respect with the tiger. This relationship can be used to educate others and return the tiger to a place of honor, being revered for its power and strength. That relationship is what we will see today. And now, here's your host for Odin's Temple of the Tiger.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Odin's Temple of the Tiger. How are you guys doing today? Oh, you guys are going to have to be a little more excited than that. There's like 3 people here today. How are you guys doing today? Much, much better. Well, my name is Andrew, and I know you guys are going to have a good time as we learn about one of the world's most beautiful yet endangered animals, the tiger. Now today you're going to see our tigers running and jumping right alongside the trainers who they trust and respect. Unfortunately, due to the cold temperatures today and the even colder temperatures tonight, we will not be asking them to get in the water. But that being said, are you guys ready to see some tigers? And let's get started. Our first tiger joining us today is our 6-year-old Amur tiger. Please help me welcome to the stage, Mishka. Now, Mishka was born on April 13th, 2010, and she is an Amur tiger. You may know them better as Siberian tigers, but since they come from the Amur River Valley of southeastern Russia and northern China, they're more properly called Amur tigers. Now, Amur tigers are the world's largest cats. Mishka weighs 350 pounds and she stands 7 feet tall when on her hind legs. Now the males are going to be quite a bit bigger at about 8 feet tall and about 500 pounds. Now Mishka right now is displaying one of the behaviors that tigers do, and that's going around and sniffing who has been in their territory. And earlier today we had another tiger in Mishka's territory. So she's going around and smelling what tigers have been in her area. She might even mark that area to make sure that she knows that it's hers, and any other tigers know that it's hers as well. You can also see her doing, you might think that it looks like a snarl, but it's actually what we call a stinky face, and that's just Mishka smelling. Tigers don't have that great of a sense of smell as people think, but they do have an organ at the top of their mouth, and they can pull their lips up that makes them look like they're snarling, and that actually gives their sense of smell a little boost, so she can smell a little bit better when she makes that face. Now you can see just how big Mishka is, bigger than our trainer just in there, and she's performing a behavior that we like to call a fence rise. Now in this position, not only can you see just how big she is, but that's also a great way for us to take any blood that we may need, or do any medical work that we may need on our tigers as well. Now that you've seen just how big Mishka is, we'd also like to show you how agile a tiger can be by having Mishka attempt a 10-foot jump from rock to rock. Now tigers aren't quite as agile as their smaller counterparts, like say a leopard, jaguar, or a cougar. But due to their large size, they can make a 10-foot jump like this one between these 2 rocks look pretty easy. Now it looks like Mishka's gearing up to show you just how agile a tiger can be. Now let's give Mishka a really big round of applause. Now here at Discovery Kingdom, we feed our tigers about 600 pounds of raw meat every single week. But we don't like to be the only ones here feeding our tigers, so I have a question for you guys. Is there anybody here that wants to feed a tiger? Oh, remember, I need somebody much more excited than that. You guys don't seem excited at all. Who's really excited? Who really wants to feed a tiger? All right, how about the green jacket right here? You were jumping up and down. It's really the only excited person I saw in the audience. We'll go ahead and hang on to this treat stick with 2 hands right on that red handle. We're going to head on over to this side of the stage and meet Mishka. I'm going to put a big piece of red meat right on the end of the treat stick. So all you have to do is pick a spot on the fence. You're going to stick that meat right through the fence, and Mishka will come over and do the rest. Here she comes. Go and stick that meat right through the fence line. Good job. And just like that, we have an honorary Temple of Tiger trainer. Let's hear it for our brave volunteer. She did a great job, and she still seems pretty excited about it. I'll grab that for you. There you go. Now, it does look like she had a lot of fun doing that, and I think we might have time to do it one more time. So remember, I need somebody really excited. Who's really, really excited and really wants to feed a tiger? Anybody over here? Is there anybody that really wants to feed a tiger? Oh, we got a few people jumping up and down. All right, how about right here, buddy? Come on down this way. We'll take you down in the front. You weren't jumping up and down, but you did look really excited. So we're going to go to the other side of the stage, so head on over this way with me. Go and hang onto the treat stick with 2 hands. Now, if you do this just right, Mishka might be so appreciative, she just might have you for dinner someday. So go ahead and take that piece of meat, stick it right through the fence. Good job, here she comes. And just like that, we have 2 honorary Temple Tiger trainers. Let's hear for both of our brave volunteers. They both did a great job. And Mishka is very, very appreciative for you guys. So go ahead and head right back on this way. Now, as Mishka heads to the back, we do like to take a moment to remind you guys why we think doing a show like this one is so important. At the beginning of the 20th century, there were over 100,000 tigers roaming the continent of Asia. And over the last 100 years, that number has declined to less than 3,000 scattered throughout smaller pockets of Asia. And it's only due to conservation efforts that the tiger hasn't disappeared completely. Of the original 9 species of tiger that once roamed the earth, only 6 remain, leaving 3 completely extinct. This is due to 2 main reasons: habitat loss and poaching. Since tigers come from the continent of Asia, which has the world's highest human population, that's only expected to double in the near future, tigers simply have no place left to live. Now, that other reason is poaching or illegal hunting. Unfortunately, there are some cultures that believe if you take a tiger's bones and internal organs and grind them down into a powder and mix them with wine or vinegar, that it creates a tonic that cures diseases, anywhere from acne to arthritis. Some actually believe that it cures cancer. This has been proven to be untrue time and time again, but it's so deeply ingrained in these cultures that it's hard to prove to them otherwise. Now, the other reason their tigers are poached is for that much more obvious reason: their beautiful fur coat. Unfortunately, people abuse the tiger's fur coat for things like a floor rug or a wall hanging. Some have even used it for fashionable items such as a scarf or a purse. But we here at the Temple of the Tiger think, and we hope that you all agree too. In fact, let's hear it nice and loud if you guys agree that a tiger's fur looks much better on a live tiger than on someone's wall or floor. Awesome, we are thrilled that you agree. If you would like a little bit more information on tiger conservation, check out thefundforthetiger.org. It's a great resource for all things tiger conservation. And since you guys are so excited about the tigers, we'll go ahead and introduce you to our next one. So, please help me welcome to the stage our 8-year-old Bengal tiger. Please help me welcome Akasha. Now, as Akasha heads out, she's darting back and forth from point A to point B in behavior that we call a A to B run. This gives you guys a good look at just how fast the tiger can move. Tigers can hit a top speed of 35 miles an hour. Now, they're not really long distance runners, they're more the short distance sprinting type, and they can hit that top speed in just 2.5 strides. So not only are they fast, but their acceleration is also very, very impressive. As you can see, we've been using those big chunks of red meat to get Akasha's attention, but we can also use 2% milk. Since tigers love the taste of milk, it's a great food motivator for them, and our trainer, Captain Lee, has Akasha's attention center stage with that bottle of milk to help show off a tiger's fighting posture. Now, in the wild, when 2 tigers come across each other and get into a fight or dispute, they'll rise up on their hind legs, bat at each other with those giant front paws, trying to knock the other tiger to the ground and thus gaining the advantage. Have a nice big round of applause for Akasha. So at this point, you may be asking yourself, if these tigers are all so big, fast, and athletic, well, what's stopping them from climbing up over this fence line and just joining us right here in the audience? Well, you guys have nothing to worry about because tigers are terrible climbers. Smaller cats have adapted to the ability to climb in order to get away from larger predators. But since tigers don't have any naturally larger predators, they've never adapted this ability. But what they lack in that climbing ability, they more than make up for in jumping. A tiger can jump 10 feet straight up in the air. Akasha will demonstrate this today with a tree hop. she'll jump 10 feet straight to the top of that pole. So if you guys brought a camera today, you might want to get that set, put it right on that pole, because Akasha's about to go 10 feet straight up. Hang on with those 18 razor sharp claws, eat that piece of meat, and then come on back down for a graceful 4-paw landing. Let's hear it one last time for Akasha. Now, I did mention earlier that our tigers here eat about 600 pounds of that raw meat every single week, and that's about 5 to 10 pounds of meat per tiger per night. Our tigers eat all that meat 6 nights a week, and on the 7th night they're fasted, which is a very important part of a tiger's diet, as a tiger in the wild would never eat a full meal every single night, and it's very important for their digestive system to have a day or days to fully reset itself. Now, we don't want our tigers to be empty-pawed on that 7th night, so they do get a nice big bone to chew on, which also serves a very important purpose. When a tiger in the wild kills its prey, they eat all the muscle and internal organs first, and then they save that bone in order to clean their teeth. So our tigers here at Six Flags do the very same thing by chewing on the bones that we give them once a week. Now, up next, we do have a very special treat for you guys. Would you guys like to meet the youngest members of Odin's Temple of the Tiger? Oh, remember, I need you to be much more excited than that. You guys want to meet the youngest member of Odin's Temple of the Tiger? Alright, well, joining us on stage are Farouk and Kismet, and they are our 2.5-year-old Bengal tiger cubs. Now, I do say cubs, although a lot of people look at me and say, hey, they look like fully grown tigers. And at 2.5, they actually will still get a little bit bigger, so they are still considered cubs. Now, Farouk and Kismet are out here to learn a lot of the new behaviors that you've seen our older tigers already know how to do. Now, Farouk over on your right is currently learning how to do a lay down, just like you would teach your dog at home to lay down. But here at Six Flags, we can use that for some of the medical reasons that we need our tigers to be able to lay down for, like a blood draw. Now, his sister Kismet on the other side, you saw do that big jump from rock to rock. She's learning how to do that, just like you saw Mishka do earlier, and she's building up her confidence pretty well. Have a big round of applause for both of our cubs. Now, like I said earlier, Farouk and Kismet are out here in order to learn a lot of the behaviors that you've seen our older tigers know how to do. So if you would like a closer look at their training, feel free to come on down to the first couple of rows and take a look at their training. Or if you have any questions, our trainers will be available by the fence line to answer any and all questions that you may have. But first, before you go, we would like to thank you for coming on behalf of our host and hostesses out front. My name is Andrew, our trainers have been Justin and Captain Lee, and we hope that you continue to have a great day here at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. Thank you!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain Lee, Chief Explorer for Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. If you enjoyed this show, please check around your seat for all personal belongings. Please note, if you have trash reception